Hello everyone, I'm Frank, and welcome to Learn How to Sudoku, where we take a very easy variant Sudoku puzzle and we break it down in detail so that you can learn how to Sudoku. Today's very easy puzzle is called You Say You Want a Revolution. Well, it's a revolution. By full deck and missing a few cards. And here are the rules. We have Sudoku, German Whisper, and Kropki pairs, where we have standard Sudoku rules apply. That is, the digits 1 through 9 appear in every row, column, and box. We also have German whispers, where adjacent digits along a German whisper line must differ by at least 5. So, for example, if this were a 3, this would have to be an 8 or a 9, because those are the only digits which are 5 or more away from 3. And finally, we have Kropki pairs, where digits and cells separated by black dots are in a 2-to-1 ratio. Digits and cells separated by a white dot are consecutive. Not all dots are necessarily given. So, for example, if this were a 4, this would have to be a 2 or an 8 to make sure that these digits are in a 1-to-2 ratio. If this digit, let's use this digit. If this digit was a 6, this would have to be 5 or 7 because these digits must be consecutive. Also, finally, if you enjoy these types of puzzles, or in this one in particular, you can subscribe to Full Deck and Missing a Few Cards mailing lists to receive a weekly email with all of their puzzles from the past week at missingdeck.net/mailing.html. Those are all the rules. If you'd like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's learn how to Sudoku. Okay. So, where should we start? Let's start with these long list of digits here. They start with a 1-to-2 ratio here. So, if this is 1, this can never be 1, because if this were 1, it would be consecutive only with 2, and in a 1-to-2 ratio only with 2. So this can't be 1. This could be 2, though. It could be 2, it could be 3. It cannot be 4 or 6, because 4 or 6 requires 4 and 6 can only be next to one unique digit on a German whisper line. 4 can only be next to 9. 6 can only be next to 1. So these cannot be 4 or 6. It could be 8. So if this is 2, this would have to be 1 or 4. And it could not be 4, because if it were 4, this would be 2 consecutive with 3, because this digit is consecutive with 2 other digits, and 1 is only consecutive with 1 digit. That's just 2. So if this is 2, this is 3. This has to be 4, which would eliminate 4 as a possibility here. And this could be 5. So this would be 4, 5, and 6, if that were the case. That's possible. So if this is 2, this has to be 1. This is 3, 4, 5, and that's 6 then to be consecutive. If it's 3, this would be 4, 5, and 6, because you can't have 2 and then 1 here, because 1's only consecutive with 1 digit. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6, but then this would have to be a 6 here to be in a 1-to-2 ratio with 3. So 3 does not work. So this is 2 or 8. If this is 8, it can't be go up to 9 ever. So this would be 8, 7, 6, and this is either way. This is 5. So this has to be 4 or 6 to be consecutive with it. But the problem is, so this 8 would force this to be a 4 to be in a 1-to-2 ratio. But this 4 would only be next to a 9 in both of these spots. And 9 cannot be here because of the 9 in the box. So this has to be 6, which makes this 4, this 3, this 2, and this 1. So this 6 is only consecutive with 1 on a German whisper line, so these are both 1s. Therefore, we know these are low digits. So we'll start coloring these, and this is a low digit. On a German whisper line, you'll always alternate between low digits, which are the digits 1 through 4, and high digits, which are the digits 6 through 9. And the reason you know that is because on the German whisper line, what digits can be next to 1 through 4? Well, 1 can be next to 6 through 9, 2 can be next to 7 through 9, 3 can be next to 8 or 9, and 4 can only be next to 9. So next to a 1 through 4, which is a low digit, you'll always have a high digit, and vice versa too. So therefore, we can go about this coloring. This is high, this is low, this is high, this is low, and this is high. Same here. This is high, high, these two are lows, these two are highs, and this is a low. We don't know what this is yet. This is a high digit. This is a low digit, which is in a 1 to 2 ratio with another digit. These digits can only be 6, 7, or 8. And this can't be 6 because it's next to 2 unique digits. So this is 7 or 8. And this can't be 6, 7, or 8 because it's not next to a 1 here. So this is also 7 or 8 here. Therefore, this must be high. And this must be high also. I guess this one doesn't have to be. This one does. This is 6, 7, 8, or 9 here to be consecutive with 7 or 8. This digit then is next to both 7 and 8 on a German whisper line, and it cannot be 1, so this must be 2. So this is 2, which is in a 1 to 2 ratio with 4 because 1 is already taken there. So this is 4, which makes this a low. This digit is next to a 7 or 8, so it has to be 1, 2, or 3. This is 6, 7, or 8, because it could be next to 2 1s here. And this can't be 3 here because of that 3. This is a high. It could be 6, 7, or 8. This can't be 1, though, so since this can't be 1, this can't be 6. This cannot go up. So if we try to go 7, 8, 9, 9 would not be consecutive with 2 unique digits. 8, going up to 9, again, you can't have 9 being up to 2 consecutive digits. So this has to go down. So this goes down from 8 or 7 to 6 or 7 here. Therefore, one of these digits is a 7. This cannot be a 7. This must go down from 6 or 7. So this is 5 or 6. This is 4 or 5. 5 can never be on a German whisper line. Because if you have a 5 and you try to subtract 5 or more from it, you get 0 or less, which is not a normal Sudoku digit. If you add 5 or more to 5, you get 10 or more, which are not digits. So this can never be 5. This has to be 4, which makes this 5, 6, and 7. This 4 is in, that means this is a low, which means these two are highs. These two are lows. These two are highs, which forces this to be a low. 4 is in a 1 to 2 ratio with 2 or 8 here. This 7 must be next to a 1 or 2, so this has to be 2, which means this can't be 2, this is 1. This 6 eliminates 6 in the rest of the row, so this is 8. The 4 must be next to 9 on a German whisper line, so both of these are 9. 2 is next to 7, 8, or 9 here. 7 can only be next to 1 or 2, so this must be a 2. That makes this an 8, so this is a high. So this is high, this is high. That means this cannot be 8 or 9. This must be going down because it cannot go up from 7 or 8 here because this is an 8, 9 pair. This is 6 or 7, so this goes down also. So this is 5 or 6. This could go up or down, so 4, 5, 6, 7. This could go up or down, 3 through 8. This is high. So this cannot be down. So if we try to have... you could have... You can't go down here because that would lead to a high digit. This is 3 or 4, so this must be 8 or 9 here. You must be going up from this direction, so this is 6, 7, and this must be 7, 8, which makes this 8, 9, so that fits there. This is 1 through 4 here. This has to be... We have to have a 7, 9 pair here. This is 7 or 9. This cannot be 9 because of the 9 in the box, so this is 7, which makes this a 9. 7 can only be next to 1 and 2 on a German whisper line, so this is a 1, 2, 1, 2 pair here. Let's see. This is 1, 3, or 4 because it cannot be 2. And the rest we probably can solve just with Sudoku. Well, obviously we're going to be using some other ones. The rest of the digits in row 4 are 3, 4, and 5, and this can't be 4, 5 because of the 4, 5 in the box, so this is 3. We have 4, 5 here. This can't be 4, so this is 5, which makes this 4. 1 in row 5 cannot be either of these cells, so where can it be in this right central box? It must be here. So this is 1, which makes this 2, which makes that 1, which makes this not 1. Where's 2 in that box? Also, 2 can't be here because of this 2, so this must be 2, which forces this to be 8. This 8 eliminates 8 here, so this is 7, this is 8. That makes this 7 to be consecutive, which makes that 6, which makes that 7, 8, and 9. Okay, and now we can probably just do Sudoku. So this can't be 9, this can't be... Okay, no, we still have something left. This can't be 9, so since this can't be 9, this can't be 4, because 4, again, can only be next to 9 on a German whisper line. So this is 3, which makes this 8, to be 5 or more away from the 3. This can't be 8. And the rest is just going to be normal Sudoku. So we have 6, 7, 8 remaining in row 2. This can't be 7 here. This can't be 7 here, so this must be 7 here. That leaves this as a 6, 8 pair in row 2. In this left central box, we have what remaining? 3 and 6. This can't be 6 because of the 6 in the column, so this is 3, which makes that 6. In row 5, the remaining digits are 6 and 9. And this can't be 9 because of the 9 in the column, so this is 6, this is 9. In row 6, we have the remaining digits as 3, 5, and 7. This can't be 3 or 7, so this is 5. These can't be 5. What else do we have? In column 8, actually, let's do column 3. Column 3, we have 2 and 9 remaining. Oh, this 6 eliminates 6 here, so this is 8, which makes that 6. We have 2 and 9 remaining, and either of them could be 2 or 9. In column 7, we have 4, 5, and 8 remaining, but 8 cannot be either of these, so this must be a 4, 5 pair, and this must be 8. In column 8, we have 1 and 3 remaining. This can't be 3 because of the 3 in the box, so this is 1, this is 3. In column 9, well, in this box, in this lower right box, we have a 6 remaining. So this is 6. That leaves these as a 4, 5 pair in column 9. Okay, what else do we have? Row 8, we have 1, 4, 5 remaining. 1 cannot be here. Where is the 1? It has to be here. This is then 4 or 5. We should have, right, we have 8 ones. We know where the last one has to be. It has to be here. We shouldn't have that. Oh, actually, we have a decent amount of 2s, but we don't know where those are. 3s in row 3. Where is the last 3? It has to be here. We don't know where the last 3s, though, have to be. 4. It's not very limited. 5 is not very limited either. More about 6s. Where is 6 in row 7? Can't be here because of the 6 in the box. Can't be here because of 6 in the box. Can't be here because of German whispers. And this is filled out, so this must be a 6. 7s. Where's a 7 in column 2? Cannot be here because of the 7 in the box, and these are filled out. So this must be 7. This must be a 2, 9 pair. That leaves these as 4, 5, and 6. And this can't be 5 or 6 because of the 5, 6 in the column. So this is 4, which makes this 5, which makes that 4. This can't be 4 or 5, so that's 6. That leaves 5, 7, and 9 remaining in row 3, which eliminates, and this can't be 5 or 7, so this is 9, which makes this 7. This has to be 5. This 9, well, what's the remaining digit in column 4? It's a 2. So that 2 eliminates 2 here, so this is 9, this is 2, this is 9. We should have 8 2s now. Yep, we do. We know where the last 2 has to be. It has to be here. That's not a 5, it's a 2. This becomes a 4, 5 pair here. That means in column 2, we just have 3 and 8 remaining, and this can't be 8 because of the 8 in the row. So this is 3, this is 8. 3 eliminates 3 here, so that's 4, which makes this 5 and 4. That 4 eliminates 4 here, so this is 5 and 4. This 7 eliminates 7 here, so it's 3 and 7, which leaves this as a 3 and this as a 5. And that's how you solve it. Yeah, pretty straightforward. Really, it's just figuring out the white crop geese sequences, right? And knowing where to target, sort of. Yeah, I think it's pretty straightforward. Let me know what you guys think. Either way, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Learn How to Sudoku, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.